Local government elections have now been announced. Election day is Monday the 2nd of December. That announcement was made in a very disrespectful way by the Prime Minister's office, putting up a one-sentence post on Facebook. Something as important as local government ought to have been announced in the People's Parliament, in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. But then the PNM generally has little regard for local government. So, for example, they had promised in their manifesto of 2015 that local government reform would take place. We are now having two local government elections without that reform, 2016 and now 2019. And there's no excuse that can be offered by the PNM for not significantly reforming local government within the last 4 years. They had enough time to do so, but then, as I said, they don't have a lot of respect and regard for local government. The budget presented by the Minister of Finance was clearly an election budget, with what I call a papier-mâché budget. And why do I call it a papier-mâché budget? First of all, because a lot of what was read out by the minister was a cut and paste. And for those of you who know about papier-mâché with your children, or if you remember doing it yourself, you know you cut up newspapers and you get some flour or some such material and you paste it together to make whatever object that you are creating. So part of it was cut and paste. Secondly, it was like a piñata, and a piñata is papier-mâché. When you break out, open a piñata, what comes out? A lot of sweets and little goodies. And children run around grabbing as many as they can to fill their stomachs. But as soon, of course, as they finish eating, they need more again. And that's what those goodies, most of them in the budget, were like. So the 15% increase for URP and CPEP workers, or the $2.50 an hour increase for minimum wage workers, the increased number of OJT jobs, and the increase in stipends for OJT workers, all of that really are just so many short-term measures. They don't deal with the fundamental root causes of the problems of people needing good, decent jobs that are secure, which they can build their future on, which they could plan for owning a home, raising their families on, and so on. So, goodies, papier-mâché, piñata. And thirdly, of course, there was the masking of the real problems of the economy. No diversification, no transformation, and so on. Continued debt. All those very fundamental questions were masked in this budget. So it was a papier-mâché budget, and it was an election budget. On the other hand, the UNC, what did they offer? They offered a whole set of pipe dreams, a long, long wish list, which not going to come to reality, cannot be funded. They want to cut taxes and do all the wrong things, but yet spend a ton of money more, which is how they operated when they were in government, which raided NGC of billions of dollars and which raised the debt in the country. So we in Trinidad and Tobago now are faced with this UNC-PNM politics in the local government elections. But the MSJ has given you a real alternative for the first time in a very long time. So in Point Fortin, in Siparia, in San Fernando, in San Juan Laventille, in Diego Martin, and in Arima, and in some other corporations as well perhaps, we will be having candidates, young people, experienced people, who will be offering you a real choice to bring about fundamental change. Let's take some of the other things that have been popping up recently, and I'm not going to respond to statements made in Parliament. I've already done so. It's interesting though that Dr. Munidal wouldn't say outside of Parliament what he said inside. He's all of a sudden batting in his crease. And Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, as far as she's concerned, and the UNC, the OWTU's company Patriotic should not get the refinery. What does that mean? It means really that they don't believe that workers and a trade union can own assets in Trinidad and Tobago for the benefit of the country. And that says that their politics really is one where they only think that certain classes of people, business people and so on, can own and run the affairs of this country. The MSJ has a very different philosophy. We believe that people should have power where they work and where they live. And this takes us back to local government elections. Because you see, for us, our philosophy and our vision of local government is where people have power where they live. And although the system now does not provide for that, this local government election will enable us to communicate that message and to get a lot of people supporting that message, that we need fundamental change. We need to change the status quo. We need to change the system as it is. We need to change the relations of power. We need to put power in the hands of people where they live. That is what local government should be about. And in the coming days and weeks, we are going to elaborate on that. But fundamentally, we are offering you a very real option. The only alternative is the MSJ in these local government elections. So remember the scale of justice, because there is too much injustice, too much discrimination, too many things going wrong, and people are absolutely fed up with both the PNM and the UNC. Look at the nonsense that's going on in the parliament, with shouting at one another, trading insults, calling each other's names. That type of politics, we must say, get rid of that type of politics. Away with that type of politics. Let us focus on serious politics, on the fundamental issues of jobs, of high prices, of crime, the problems of the neglect of communities, the problem of our young people. Those are the real fundamental issues, the environment and so on. And those are the issues that the MSJ is going to focus on. And that is why we are the only real alternative. Time for change, people of Trinidad and Tobago. We're fed up of the PNM and the UNC. We're voting MSJ in local government elections.